Hey there, it's your Bill Estate Agent, and today we're continuing our home services series, and I've got some great guests I think you're going to enjoy. It's the Odd Couple with Emergency Roofing Solutions. And hello to Christopher James and Terry Lakritz. Good to see you guys.
Hey, Bill.
Great to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, so Emergency Roofing Solutions, I think the name says it all, but I know there's a story to your business, and I'm actually in chamber with Terry and Christopher, and so we've met through that and gotten to know one another, and so I'm excited that you're here. And so tell us about how you got started and how the Odd Couple came to be.
Yeah, so Terry actually came up with the name The Odd Couple. We were started working together last May, and then we said we have to put a name on it. We got to come up with something to call ourselves.
Okay. Well, and so how did you guys come together though? Because I know there's a story. You were having some roofing issues, right?
Yep. I was last spring. I was in my backyard and I noticed some shingles on my plants. And I looked at my neighbor's roof, and it wasn't from his. I looked to the others; it wasn't from them. I looked up, and sure enough, they were mine. And I started getting estimates from a bunch of different roofing companies. And I went through 8 different roofing companies. And lo and behold, they weren't making and meeting my needs. I got a referral for Chris with Emergency Roofing Solutions. I called him in. He came and sat with me for probably 4 hours. I was a little tough on him after what I had. And I laid out all my contracts.
It was dinner time.
By the time you left?
By the time I left, it was like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I laid out all 8 of them, and I said, and what are you going to do any different from anybody else?
Well, okay. So you got the job, obviously, and then...
Yeah, so we got the job. We ended up putting her on the schedule 2 weeks go by. I'm out in the day of the replacement, we're doing her roof, and she comes out, and I asked her for a couple referrals in the neighborhood, and then she ended up generating 25 new jobs in her neighborhood for me.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
All right.
I felt like Oprah Winfrey. I walk down my street, and you get a roof, and you get a roof, and you get a roof.
Well, all right. Well, that's cool. So, so you've been in business for a little over a year together, right? But Emergency Roofing Solutions, it's a larger company. It's been around for a while.
Yes, yeah. The ERS has been around for a longer. I started working with them in May.
Okay.
And so since then, I've been working with them. I'm grateful. I was approached by 8 or 9 different roofing companies, and this one hit home with me, matched with my morals, and everything fit. So it was my choice to work with them.
And he had a lot of experience before that.
Right. Well, good. Well, so I know you guys kind of specialize in a few categories, and I know, obviously insurance claims, some new retail roofing, right? As for someone.
Oh yeah.
And then some repair work, right?
Yes, yeah. We focus on all 3. We handle insurance claims. We work with insurance companies closely. Then also we do retail. We offer 0% interest financing for 21 months if you want to do a retail estimate, and then also general repairs, pipe boots.
Okay. And do you guys work all over the Atlanta area? And as a realtor, I mean, certainly. And so, by the way, I have used the Odd Couple at my niece's house. She had some issues in Tucker with her roof, and they were
tree limb fell through it.
That's right. Yeah. So they were really quick to get out there and take care of her. So I appreciate that. And they did a great job, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, but you're all over Metro Atlanta, or what are the parameters of where you'll go?
Yeah, it's about a 50-mile radius from here in Alpharetta.
Okay.
So, Dawsonville down to downtown Atlanta, the airport, south sometimes, Mableton. I've done some work out in Mableton, all the way from Tucker, where the tornado was last week. I had a couple clients out there.
Okay.
And the company also we have 27 sales teams going out throughout the state.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask, the expanse of the whole team. You mentioned Nashville maybe now even.
We just started in Nashville.
That's awesome.
Well. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're expanding in the Southeast, and it's exciting. It's a very exciting time.
Yeah. Well, and so what would you say has been your most challenging job, or I mean, is it mostly you see hail damage and limbs and and that kind of thing, or
Yeah,
what's
well, the insurance and storm damage is a whole nother beast.
Right.
Just for challenges when we're doing a roof replacement, typically the most challenging is when there's a house with 15, 20 skylights, measuring, making sure we have the right fittings, flashing, the right, size to fit, to make sure we seal it properly. So that's always another line item we have to make sure we check off.
Sure,
when we're doing those.
sure.
Interesting when we look at clients is we could drive down a neighborhood and we could see a roof that is basically the poster child of you need a new roof.
Mm-hmm.
And we might get a recommendation, can you go over and see these people? And they might say, no, I don't think I'm okay. I think we're okay. And we bring it back home. Well, your home is your most important asset. When was the last time you took time to actually have somebody look at your roof?
Yeah.
We put conditioning filters in our air conditioners. We take our cars in to get oil changes. Did you ever have a roofing company come out and do an inspection and give you an evaluation of what's really doing up there?
Yeah, well, that's true. Most people wait till it's leaking inside the house, or
Yeah.
they see a hole in the
If
roof.
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right,
You know?
right.
Yeah, but then at that point,
right.
you're looking at significantly more damage.
Sure.
You might have your kids sleeping upstairs, and in the middle of the night, and look at our weather lately, how it's been with this crazy weather. Your baby's up there, your children are up there. You don't have to have buckets capturing water. So we'll do a free inspection and most companies will, reputable companies will, just to give you an evaluation of what's really doing there and how much life is still left in your roof.
Yeah. Well, and so, and that's a good point for people to remember, because you do. It's easy to just wait until you have to do something, rather than just kind of have an ongoing maintenance program for.
Yeah, and the most upsetting situation that I get in is when I meet a client and they either don't have a mortgage on their house, so they don't have insurance, and maybe they can't afford to do retail. And that's really my most difficult situation I'm ever in, because insurance is not an option. Financing, paying cash isn't an option. And these people are often the ones who really need the help the most.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just nothing I can do because it's expensive.
Right.
Roofing is expensive.
Sure.
And it hurts when I see a homeowner struggling to get by, paycheck to paycheck, ends aren't met, and then they're still having water, mold growing in the house.
Yeah.
It's a difficult situation, and that's what really hurts, seeing that the most.
So
Sure.
we try to come up with what kind of solution we can do. If it means currently a Band-Aid to carry them through until they come into a better time, we'll try to find the actual solution for their specific needs.
Yeah, and I know that about and I do love that about y'all. Is it's a new roof, or it's nothing, or it's this. You will work with people where they are at in their situation, and
Correct.
and come up with that solution. So
Everybody's
it's
situation is different.
Absolutely.
And when we call ourselves Emergency Roofing Solutions, we will find something to help them out as best as we can.
Mm-hmm. Well, so I know you work with homeowners, and I know you work with realtors, and
Yes.
I've actually just Christopher just got a quote from me on a house that some buyers of mine have under contract. And what about builders? Do you guys do any new construction type work? Do you work with in that construction industry as well, or is it more single family home residents?
Currently, it's replacing.
Okay.
I've in the past done a couple different jobs with the new construction, but really most of my energy is focused on homeowners, single family homes, commercial properties that are steep slopes.
Mm-hmm.
We aren't really in the flat roofing very much. Very often we aren't doing that many jobs with flat roofing, but as of right now we're doing a lot of steep slope, whether commercial or residential, shingles, asphalt shingles, tiles, slate.
Great.
So, yeah.
Well, we'll work with townhouse communities. We'll
Okay.
work with HOAs. We'll work with if somebody has a condo office building and a shingle. We'll do that kind of commercial work as well to try to meet their needs.
Fantastic. Well, and so before I forget, tell us how people can find you. If someone wants to reach out to you and either just get an estimate or an inspection, what's the best way to find you?
Yeah, so we have Instagram and Facebook. Our Instagram is The Odd Couple Official, and our Facebook is The Odd Couple Roofing Specialists. Our website is theoddcoupleroofing.com. So that's the best way to really reach us. I'm managing the Instagram, so I can always respond very quickly with any direct messages or any emails.
Super.
And we also give our home phone numbers if somebody needs a home cell phone number. Any way they could text us.
Yeah, you
All
get
right.
2 for
email
1.
us,
All
and
right.
you get 2 for 1.
And if you forget all of that, you can call your bill estate agent because we're big referral partners for each other through the chamber. It's one of the great benefits of being in the chamber together. And so, yeah, I can get you connected with them if for some reason you lose all of this information that Christopher just shared.
And what's nice is we're
It's
a
easy
local
to
company.
lose.
We're locally owned and
Yeah.
operated from Alpharetta, Georgia. So we like working in our communities and all our surrounding areas. And with our realtors, who we love dearly,
Yeah.
we try to help them reach their solutions.
Like
as
I've
well.
been in Alpharetta. I went to grade school here, so elementary, high, middle school, even community college at Georgia State down next off Old Milton. So I've been here 23 years. I'm ready to start giving back and looking for opportunities to contribute to the community.
Awesome.
Versus in just taking and absorbing. it all,
Sure,
so.
sure. Well, good. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here today. And one thing I did want to mention, I think Terry, you had mentioned ERS is a corporate group. You guys are maybe starting a give back kind
Yes.
of campaign. And tell
What
me
we
about
do
that.
with that is each year, probably just about summertime, the company starts looking and asking the teams, because we are covering the state, there's 27 of us out there on the streets, if you can give a charitable donation that's going to make an impact in your community, where would you want to donate your funds and what would you like to do? So we take that and everybody presents it. It sits in front of a board and we decide where that money's going to go throughout the state to have the biggest bang for the buck. Be
That's
it
awesome.
kids' lunches, fill the backpacks, Drake House, any nonprofit that needs our help. We have the philosophy, when you're in a community, you got to be part of the community. You just don't do business there. We live there. We are part of that community, and we help one another the best we can.
Ah, I love it. I love it. Well, thank you again for being here. And now I know you're going to be really excited because everyone gets some Bill Estate swag
Oh,
when they
yay.
come to visit. So here you go. You get your
Thank
shirts
you.
and your pool
Hold it up for
cups and
everybody to
koozies,
see.
and that's right. So, but seriously,
This is
thanks.
really sweet.
You're welcome, and thank you guys.
I'm gonna be at the gym rocking this one.
All right, good. And everyone remember, when you're ready to sell or buy, call your Bill Estate agent. He's your guy.
Your guy.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.